Next up is a track and field athlete, Andrea Pappas, primarily a thrower. Welcome. Andrea, you were an outstanding athlete as a young kid in the state of Georgia. You chose to specialize in track and field. Tell us something about what you accomplished back in Georgia before you got into college.
I was a four-time state champion in the shot put and discus, 2 times in each event. And then I went to Florida State, I think, and then how I ended up into the throws is the question. I did the 100 meter, the 200 meter, the 400 meters, whatever the event was, coach would throw me on the track. And how I ended up specializing in the throws, I was a heptathlete going into college at Florida State my freshman year, and then I ended up specializing in the throwing events because they told me I didn't have to run the 800 anymore. Done.
If I don't have to run, I'll throw. Okay, so you were an athlete at Florida State. And how is it that you went from Florida State to College of San Mateo? That's kind of an interesting story.
My parents had moved right after my senior year of high school from Georgia to Mountain View in the San Jose area, and my coach at Florida State had set me up with a training partner here at CSM, and I came to train with Coach Lewis and Coach Nicole, the Olympic development coach. She had just finished the 96 Olympics, and I was all over it. It was a huge honor, and I am super grateful to my mom, who's here today from Bradenton, Florida. So Tony, before you leave, you guys will have to make friends. So he was here. There's from Bradenton also. But she believed in me, and I went home and I'm like, Mom, I think I need to stay. If I'm going to be really good, if I'm going to jump all in. She just believed in me, and we sat in your office, and I am super grateful and indebted to you. I sat in there and I said, I think I'm going to come. And you took I ended up working in college sports as well, in athletic departments. And I have seen horror stories of 4.24s and transfer students not being eligible. So I am forever indebted to both you and Nicole, and for you taking the time to make sure that all my credits transferred and being able to be academic eligible was huge. I think I had to take 21 units in one semester, but we were able to get it all done. But thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome for that. In the conference meet, you competed in several events. Could you tell us what happened when you competed in your conference championships and then the NorCal championships?
I would just warm up and stay ready, and I'd have cleats in the bag, and if they needed somebody for the 100, I'd be ready. If I needed somebody by the 4x1 or 4x2, I think I ran the 4x2 in the state championships or city conference, and track spikes, javelin spikes, the rotational shoes, whatever we needed. I was super grateful, but I was really I learned so much from being on the track with Nicole, and I don't know how many of you have had the honor to be with her, but she is a warrior, and I am from the South in Georgia and grew up not necessarily a debutante, 'cause that's not necessarily my style, but a different type of girl, and I always knew I was different, but I will be forever indebted to you and super grateful for you to teach me that it is okay to be ferocious and unapologetically aggressive and competitive, and it has carried me throughout my life and in my professional career. I can walk into a room and own it and know that it's because no one will outwork me. No one will want it more than me, and I learned that from you. And Coach told me one day, he said, if you want to be great, you follow that lady, go hold on tight to her coattails, and you will not fail. So thank you for that.
I'm fired up. What the answer to the question is, at the conference meet, Andrea won the shot, the discus, the hammer, and the javelin, and she ran on the 4x100 meter relay team. Then, at the NorCal championships, she won the shot, the discus, the javelin, and was second in the hammer, and the person that won the hammer was the national record holder. And at the state meet, she continued her winning ways, winning the shot. You win the shot? She can't remember. She's won so many things. She won one, was second in 2 events, and placed in the hammer. Andrea Pappas is probably the most successful post-conference competition athlete we've had in track and field. And when she talks about Nicole, she's talking about Carol Lewis, who was one of our state champions in track and field and a member of our Hall of Fame and a member of the '96 Olympic team. So she had some real good example to follow. Andrea, I'm so glad you could make the trip up here. We're so happy to induct you into the College of San Mateo Athletic Hall of Fame, and I congratulate you.
Gary? Gary? Gary, can we have Mike say something?
Mike's going to make a quick comment about Andrea.
Quick. To make this very quick, again, when you're in a position as a throws coach in track and field and some young lady walks down the track and looks like her and says, I throw the shot and the discus, and you go, really? And the rest of the horses that are around you practicing, male, sometimes female, they go, she's a shot putter? She is a shot putter, as you notice. And she is a discus thrower, as you notice. And she is a javelin thrower, as you notice. And the hammer, the ball that goes around on that chain that you say, keep me out of the way of that, she's a hammer thrower. So you're looking at 3 aces and a deuce and an All-American track and field event winner right there. And a heart that's as big and as strong and always running directly at something of being better and getting it done at whatever cost. Andrea, congratulations.
Thanks, Coach Mike.